This is a demonstration of my DIY OpenCPN setup using a Raspberry Pi and an old Chartplotter as a screen. So first we turn on the Raspberry Pi, then we turn on the screen and the AIS and any instruments that we might need. So if we go into the cockpit, you can see here is the Chartplotter. This is a Saver Barramundi Plus that came with the boat when we bought it, but unfortunately we couldn't get any new charts for it, so we had to come up with another solution. Luckily it has a video input back here. I think that was originally used to connect a masthead camera, but I bought this little converter, and with that I was able to connect it to the Raspberry Pi, so it works as a screen for it. So if I power on the plotter here, first it just launches into the native software that came with the plotter, but if you press and hold enter now, you'll see that it is launching up OpenPlotter, and it just is going to need a second or two to power up. Meanwhile, I can show you here is the USB GPS, and that's been connected. There's also a secondary GPS as a backup, which is just the GPS that was originally used with the plotter. Okay, so now this is starting to launch into OpenCPN, and it should automatically full screen it. And okay, so as you can see, we have GPS working here. We have AIS showing the various vessels that are around us. I can navigate around using this waterproof silicone mouse to control it, and using the buttons on the screen I can easily turn up and down the brightness. As a little extra thing, we can actually take any device that we have on board that happens to connect to Wi-Fi, and we can use that to mirror the screen. So if we go up on the foredeck or downstairs, we can actually take the screen with us and view all the data there. So to turn the system off, we just go back downstairs and flip the switch off. Now normally I wouldn't do that with a Raspberry Pi, but this switch does not control the power for the Raspberry Pi. It's connected to a relay, which then sends a signal to the Raspberry Pi when I flip it to safely do a shutdown. So that way you can just shut it down here, and it's going to close out of all of the programs, safely shut down the Pi, and only once it's done that is it going to take the electricity away. For more info on this project, you can go to sailingcourage.xyz. That's sailingcourage in one word, .xyz.